That's not a knife. That's a knife. Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to talk about some Civivi knives. Civivi knives have been around for a while, and they gained traction about a year or two ago and started becoming more and more popular in the knife community. So I've got a couple here that I've collected and then have held on to and didn't get rid of as I buy and sell knives. So let's just go over a couple of them that I've got here. I've got two of them that are special editions. They cannot be bought. These were made up by Blade Runner Outpost. They got a bunch of knives in, and they took parts from other knives and made these knives here. First one here that I got from them was the Civivi Baby Banter. A regular Baby Banter, if you were to buy it, just price comp Amazon here is roughly $60 for a Baby Banter. They are super small knives, great for fifth pocket carry, but also versatile. This one comes with Nitro V steel. Let's see if we can get that. Nitro V steel. It's got a coated red blade with a red G10 handle, red screws, red back spacer, and the black thumb studs. And like I said, this color combination is not available. You can't buy this one unless you were to buy the various parts or the various knives and, tear them down yourself and build it back up this way. So Baby Banter, roughly $60, great fifth pocket carry, overall really good knife, a liner lock, so that's a good knife. So that's number one there. Number two special edition is this Civivi Quibit, or Cubit, whichever one you want to call it here. Wipe this blade, it's dirty. The Civivi Cubit are aluminum scales. And again, this one has been changed out. The red Cubit usually comes with black blade, black button, black liner, black pocket clip, and then your black standoffs. But Blade Runner swapped this one out for looks like a satin or I'm not sure what you would call that, satin look, machined blade there. And I touched it and got it all dirty. So the Cubits, the non-Damascus forms, run roughly $66 to $68. Again, you're getting aluminum scale, button lock, and I believe these are 14C28N. I don't know if we can get that in to see. You can kind of see it in there. 14C28N blade steel. So really good blade steel for the price there. Again, Civivi Cubit, $66, $68. This one here is also the Cubit. This has got the Damascus blade, so these run a little bit more. These are roughly $80, $81, $82, somewhere around in there. And again, you're getting an aluminum scales. You're getting, this one is the Damascus blade, so I don't know what the Damascus is made up of, what 2 or 3 different metals that they've made it up of, but you're getting a Damascus blade. It looks really nice. I really like the patterns on the Cubits. But aluminum handles, button lock knife, super fidgety, smooth action, smooth button lock. But $80-ish for the Damascus blade of the Cubit. And let's go to the Civivi No. The Civivi Chevalier. I think this is the number 2, so Chevalier 2. I picked this one up a long time ago. It's a aluminum, gray aluminum scales, and black pocket clip, standoffs, button, and a black blade. But this one here is a sheep's foot blade, and I believe this one also is a 14C 28N. Let's see if we can get that one. There we go. 14C 28N blade steel. I just recently was able to learn how to use these little nail nicks to spider flick it. My thumb wasn't on the button there. So you can actually spidey flick from that little nail nick. So it's got really good action. Aluminum handles. 14C 28N blade steel. These guys run right around $70. So fair price for what you're getting. Good quality. So not had any issues with any of these so far. We've got the Civivi Blue Tick. This one is black G10, stainless, everything else, steel colored, gray colored, everything else with a steel blade. No coating on this one. And this one also is a 14C 28N. This is a really nice knife. It has this choke up point here to where you're not getting into the blade, but it also, if you don't want to choke up that far, it's got the jimping for your thumb, that very aggressive jimping. Super great for detailed cuts on that jimping there. So you're getting a black G10 14C 28N blade steel, and these are going to run you $55. This one also is a liner lock. So good action, smooth. Everything runs on bearings. So very smooth action. For the price, it's really good. And then we've got 2 of the Elementum button locks. So they have 3, I think, now. They have an Elementum, which is a shorter one, and the Elementum 2, which is the shorter version. The 2 has the button lock, I think. I'm not 100% sure because I've never had any one of those. But these are the button lock only Elementums. Both of these here are the button lock only. They're longer handles, longer blades, and this blade won't come out. It won't open unless you push the button. So that is why it's called the button lock. There's only one way to deploy it, is with pushing that button in, and it won't work. It doesn't matter how hard you pull, it's not going to come out. I guess you could get it in a pair of pliers and open it, but that's going to break your knife in half. So this one here, we've got the green micarta handle, black hardware, black liners with it almost looks like a stonewash blade. When I first got it, it looked like it had a coating on it, but I don't believe that's got a coating. And again, 14C 28N blade steel. I really like 14C blade steel. It's really reliable, easy to sharpen, holds an edge for a while. But green micarta is $67-ish, $67. And then we've got the black G10 with black blade and black everything else. These run $65. So again, Elementum button lock. So you have to push the button lock to deploy the blade. 14C 28N blade steel as well for this one. But that one there is $65. And I really like these. I didn't think I was going to like them as much as I did, but I do really like them. So let's get a overall length here of these knives. So the button lock is an 8-inch knife with a 3 1/4 inch cutting edge and a 3 1/2 inch blade. So those are both of the button locks there. We'll work our way backwards. The Civivi Chevalier is an 8-inch blade, or an 8-inch knife with a 3 3/8 inch cutting edge and a 3 1/2 inch blade. The Blue Tick, Civivi Blue Tick, is a 8 1/8 inch overall. It has a 3 1/4 inch blade. 3 1/4 inch cutting edge with 3 1/2 inch blade. The Baby Banter, the smallest one we got here. I'm gonna line it up with this edge there. So 5 1/2 inches overall. You got 2 inches cutting and 2 3/8 overall on the blade. So 2-inch cutting, 2 3/8 overall blade. And the cubit, we'll go over both of them, but they're going to be identical. So this one here is 7 1/4 inch overall length. You've got 2 3/4 inch cutting and a 3-inch blade. 2 3/4 cutting, 3-inch overall. And this is exactly going to be the same. So 7 1/4, 2 5/8. Let me double check this here. I think I told you wrong. Yeah, 2 5/8, not 2 3/4. 2 5/8 inch cutting. So 2 5/8 inch cutting and 3-inch overall blade. Overall, I recommend Civivi. They're really good knives. The prices have been starting to go up on some of them, but for the money, you're getting a pretty good knife. You could get the sin cut version, which is the Civivi's lower end or cheaper blades. So it goes it goes sin cut, which is the lower end. Then it has Civivi, and then the high end is a Wii knife. Most of y'all are going to know that, but sin cut, Civivi, and Wii as you go up in prices there. So, but overall, like I said, I recommend Civivi. They're really good blades, really good knives, comfortable in the hand, and they'll perform everything you need them to as a pocket knife, and more than likely you won't be disappointed with the quality. But that's all I have for today. I thank y'all for coming back and watching. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Make it a good one, and God bless.